Hey, what's going on YouTube? You already know who it is. It is DubloH, and I am back with another video for y'all. And today we are gonna be watching SOULFRAME gameplay demo. For the most part, this is 17 minutes. So yeah, with all that out the way, let's get straight into it. I skipped a little bit ahead because for the most part, the main thing that you can they show in the beginning is like how you create your character. So basically you go through, I'm mad they didn't put her some motherfucking drawers on, but the way that you do it, you go through here and you change the appearance of your mother, and then that changes your character's appearance.
Song prologue.
And now we're here.
As I mentioned, it's the intro quest, and what you saw there is how you create the first customization template of your character. There'll be more for that to come, so you can customize further.
Oh, okay. So you just start off customizing like that.
Next ancestor.
And then throughout the game, you start customizing your character. I mean, that's an interesting way to do it. It's a decent little spot right here.
So what's really cool if you're in Preludes is you can go here anytime. It's kind of like having your orbiter at the snap of a finger. So you can go in here, you can talk to your ancestors, work on your meta, queue crafting, look at the lore you just unlocked, change your weapons. As long as there's no aggro enemies in the vicinity, at any time you can go into the Nightfold. And as you collect your ancestors, it's kind of like building a village.
That fucking sword, nice as fuck. The sword, that's one thing that the Warframe developers can do. They can make a fucking weapon design. Hey, weapon designs is nice. That's a fire ass sword. So this is basically your hub area, which is cool.
Within this kind of purgatory plane.
And for the most part, they said you can't come in here unless you're fucking
and then just run
unless you're safe. Is it like a hold to run? Like, is it like a
musical cues here that we've been working on as well? Each ancestor has their own, which is pretty cool. I think a lot of
okay. So every time you walk up to one of your ancestors, they got a different fucking
voices, custom voices, and
they got a different music that plays. That's cool.
Yeah, so this is our crafting interface. Basically, sort of throughout the world, you'll find little fragments of weapons that have been broken into pieces, and you'll bring them back to tennocon over here to reassemble them. And as you reassemble more, she'll become less self-conscious about herself.
Got imposter syndrome.
Yeah, real imposter syndrome hitting hard. I relate.
And now I
that
think
is a
Joe's
big ass
gonna go
wolf.
and gear up, but you can't ignore the poor dog on your way.
Most important feature.
And then yeah, Joe will give us a
10 out of 10 game off the rip.
that we'll have probably a better name for, and he'll just swap out some gear and maybe a little cosmetic change.
Okay, so this is how you change your cosmetics, your weapons and shit like that. Off like first impressions, the shit is kinda a little fucking iffy for the eyes. I just don't understand what the fuck they wanted me to look at. You could kind of understand it, but it's like 3 things next to the head. You got 2 things on the shoulders, you got 1 thing on the chest piece, which might be like chest gear, then you got 1 thing on the legs, and then you got like, it's just a lot of shit that's everywhere. I felt like they should have just had 1 little drop down window. You can just be like, okay, this is this. I mean, this is something that you're gonna have to get used to, but off first rip, this is kind of like not pleasing on the eyes. Like the helmets and shit. Now they got a fucking sword and shield.
So yeah, let's just show progress.
Okay, let's go ahead and that run animation, nigga. He's striking. You know, I'm a stickler for run animations. I'll roast the fuck out of a run animation quick. The little world is pretty nice. I'm mad. The bit rate is fucked. So he just went invisible. So this is supposed to be a Souls game. Off the rip, I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'm gonna let it finish, and then I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit. But just know, off the rip, this shit is not looking that good, bro. Okay, so off the rip, as you can see, the fucking combat is extremely like floaty and slidey, and that shit is not handsome. We're gonna play it back a little slower for y'all, get a nice little visual of what I'm talking about. So right here, when he get the fucking stab off, he do like a bullshit ass stab. After he get out the stab animation, he just slides forward. His feet barely moves, and he slides hella far. Then after he did the stab animation, he grabbed his shield and he slid towards him, not moving his legs at all. Look at this shit. Look at the main character's legs. He just fucking slid. That was dumb as shit. They basically just took the base of what was Warframe, because Warframe is exactly like this, where your character just slides all the way around. Just put it into a Souls game. I mean, it's different, but I feel like I'd rather just go play Warframe. Keeping in the band, the attacks do not look like they're doing a lot of damage. Like, they don't look heavy. Look at his running and shit. Like, the combat just does not look good. It's not visually appealing. I'm just praying if we ever get if I get my hands on it, that it plays like that, it feels good. That's the main thing. If it feels good, then I mean, I think I could let the slidiness and floatiness slide a little bit. But for the most part, that shit is like immersion breaking. And so I guess your ultimate gauge right here got like a visual hue on your body too. So they got like a fucking flower thing on top of their heads and shit. This is like just collecting shit, opening up shit. What's this? Just pet a fucking rat. Plus 50 complete. What is that? I wish they would have like broke that down for us. All right, so we getting a little bit of a boss fight right here. Get through the shield. That's lit. And he got a motherfucking callback for it. I mean, yeah, they really just took all the movement mechanics from from Warframe and put it in this shit. I like that he was swapping some shit off the fly though. That shit was decent. This shit just looked goofy. That's the thing about it. It looked so unserious. Like, I felt like this game would have done better with more color, like, because they got some like some whimsical feel into it, especially when it comes to the hub. They got some whimsical like extreme fantasies type aesthetic to everything, but it's all dark gray and shit. It's like it would have made it would have kept you immersed a little bit. Like, okay, it's colorful, so I understand why he's sliding, but I felt like the muted color palette is really what's throwing everything else off. Nothing meshes together. You got something that's trying to break out the wind, which is the color palette, and it's like everything else is like look like it's supposed to be what it is. I mean, you can have some pretty disturbing ass characters in extreme color. You don't have to make everything with like a horror type aesthetic to it. You could legit make a fantasy game with some disturbing ass creatures. Hope y'all know that. The hit sound effects is nasty too. Yeah, I can tell that they don't have a lot of experience with like combat animations, because when it comes to Warframe, they like almost every melee weapon has only like one animation that you do with it, like one, two, or three. So they don't have a lot of experience doing combat. Oh, so he died. Oh. Okay, so you use a life elixir to get your character back.
Puppet, here.
Do the puppet. All right, we're gonna skip ahead some more. Get the fuck together this. Okay, so they found one of the other fucking little shopkeeper things and shit.
Envoy,
We're gonna skip ahead some more. Okay, now we find a spot that got a little more fucking color over here. So at the end of this fight, I guess he get. That's what I like to see right there. Ugh, his fucking arm broke. What the fuck was that? I'm really not gonna speak on the fact that he sucked. He sucked. We're gonna put that out there. Dude fucking sucked. That nigga needed that to bail him out. That nigga is getting his ass cooked out there. Okay, so Faye, this is your character level. And then this, you level up your weapons as well. Okay. And then once you unlock a new ancestor, something like this pop up in your fucking hub space. That's cool.
Now this next one, I don't think anyone would purposely do it, but we were just...
Oh, and every time you fucking open up a thing, your character unlock a piece
curious
of
what would happen if...
you go. My puppets have wish to tell.
When it comes to SOULFRAME, I feel like this game, it's gonna get the most like hate because of how the combat feels. I feel like the only thing that's gonna do this game justice is word to mouth. So this game is gonna have to prove why it needs to be here. Off the rip right now, it's not showing that it's supposed to be here. It's just showing that it's just trying to eat off the Souls like gameplay. So far, like the floatiness and shit is what's fucking it up for almost everybody. Like I've been seeing like a couple different reactions and everybody is saying the combat is what's throwing them the fuck off. And for me, that's the same. Armor pieces is pretty decent. The swords is pretty decent. I really just wish they would have made this game more colorful. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about SOULFRAME. Is this something that y'all looking forward to? Honestly, I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for it. Even though it doesn't blow me out the water, I still want to try and hold out hope for it. And if you have made it this far, I want to thank you for fucking with me. I truly appreciate you for making it this far. Make sure that you go and leave a like, hit that subscribe, because I do have more content on the way. Hit that bell so you never miss another video. Here is your second reminder to leave a like. My name is DubloH, and I am out. Hey.
Hold on, baby, hit the pug on, do you dance on it? Bust it down, baby, let me see, spread them legs, let me see what you got. Do your job, I got a check for you. Throw a couple bands, put in work, I got some more for you. Slow it down for me, drop it down, go get wild for me, small for me, bend it over, go and touch your toes for me. Pause for me, get the can, baby, do a show for me. All money, if you clean and good, I got a note for you.